Hi, everybody. Christy Giannoni back in week 2 for MPA594 as we prepare for our comp exam and continue to move theory to practice. This week, we were tasked with applying 2 theories to a modern day situation in public administration and taking a look at a concept that holds true today and one concept that may need to be updated or changed. So, I tried to take a look at something that I think we've all experienced for anyone who's currently working in the public sector, which is the management of the COVID-19 pandemic. And so, in applying these theories to public administrators' role in the COVID-19 pandemic, many political superiors and administrators alike have said that we may never experience something like this again, and we haven't really dealt with something like this. So, while working through and witnessing the challenges in government, 2 major theories stuck out to me: the political and administrative dichotomy with the side of federalism, and Frederick Taylor's concepts on efficiency and really trying to find that one best way. So, taking a look at this dichotomy that we're very familiar with Wilson, he took a look at business needs versus politics, and the complexity of this relationship really makes progress and change challenging, and really felt like a lot of red tape, which we always hear about in the government when the pandemic hit. And so what really stuck out was, cooperative federalism complicating things for us. This included funding, restrictions from the ARPA funds that we're trying to distribute to our businesses, to our employees for hazard pay. There's so much complication from the national level, the state level, and the local level. I currently work in LA County, and we were trying to decipher, state orders that were coming out from Governor Newsom and how they aligned with, orders from the president as well as LA County specifically. And so trying to see what trumped what, how we could align mask and COVID pay and just restrictions on what we could do in general was really complicated. And I think politics played a really large role in this. I think you saw people trying to make political statements. I think you saw socialism play into this. And I think that a lot of statements and rules and emergency orders were being put into place without the consideration of the logistics that administrators would have to follow. It made things extremely complicated. And it reminded me that we were really, founded on dual federalism. And I think if the states had a little bit more power, it would give us more of a realistic way forward, because each state is so unique in our challenges, in our makeup, in our politics, and the way that we administrate in our certain laws, that it's really hard to have so much of this kind of marble cake, administration. This is really highlighted by political agendas versus this administrative feasibility. And so I think this is something that needs to change. I think we really do need to bring more power back to the states, in my opinion. I think that with how large of a nation we are, it's really hard to find any kind of one fits all model. And giving power back to the state would allow individual states and counties to be more efficient in the use of government funds, as well as making choices and decisions that are going to benefit their unique communities and unique experiences. This also led me to thinking about Taylor and this efficiency. And, our government had to rapidly adjust, which is unusual for government. Someone that we haven't covered yet, but I was thinking of is kind of Graham Allison as well, and what the difference is between the public and private sector. But when we had to shut down city halls and shut down government businesses, and not allowing individuals to come in and do their normal course and scope of business, that was huge. That was unheard of. And we had to shift, pivot, and adjust in ways that we had not before. And I think you really saw the inefficiencies of certain agencies that had maybe not been more advanced. And that included my own. If you did not have plan checking that was digitized, if you did not have ways of having people work from home, business kind of stopped for our local governments. And so Taylor really said that companies should not be held hostage by one person knowing how to do the job, or, ways that were inefficient. So during these unprecedented times, there is a balance of efficiency, but also changing what needs to be done in the past to what I would consider a new best way, and how we can really make things more efficient. And I think we saw a lot of that happening. I know for us, we were doing interviews virtually, we're utilizing new technology, and then we were sharing that with our local agencies to try to make everyone as efficient as possible, and kind of coming together to create a new best way. All right, well, thank you, everyone. We're continuing our countdown. We're getting closer every day. As a reminder, we have our study group meeting Monday at 7 p.m. For anybody who would like to join, please let me know, and I can send you the Zoom link.